Welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Cold Waters, episode number 9. In the last episode, if you remember, we were tasked, despite the fact that we're a little bit injured, almost at 50%, actually below 50% hull integrity, we've been tasked with the most important mission of our career so far. We need to go hunt down a Russian ballistic missile submarine, which is supposedly carrying nuclear warheads that are capable of targeting the United States. So, their path is from Gromyka, somewhere north. I usually find them around here, so I think we might go around. I kind of really want to get up here just because I love the missions up at the very top. You actually do have ice you can hide underneath and stuff, so it's kind of a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and move our way north then. See what happens. Usually, you actually do detect the... Pause here for a second. Usually you actually do get a detection image of the submarine somewhere. It might still be transiting there. I'm just going to move this way so that we... Whoop. Oh, well, we've been spotted for sure, but it's not going to stop us. I'm going to slow down just in case we catch it over here. Oh yeah, we see it. There it is. All the way at the top. Almost impossible to see if you weren't looking there. So we have... Okay. Sonar contact bearing 64. We're headed west and it's east. Well, we're heading north, but closer north by northwest, and they're east by northeast. So about 90 degrees off. What we're looking for is a whole pack of submarines. It's not very common that you would see. Well, in my experience, we're almost surely going to have 1, 2, maybe even 3 attack submarines and escorted this thing. To give us our quick report, our damage control hull is at 48%. I generally tend to find that the Arctic Circle has pretty shallow water, so that probably won't be a huge concern. But the shallow water itself is a concern, but we won't have a problem diving too deep because of that. And actually, just as a historical note, the United States did have problems tracking Soviet submarines underneath the Arctic ice. They had the whole ice everywhere required a different approach from just normal open water sonar. And even there was a humorous anecdote, I think it was in Blind Man's Bluff, which is a book about the submarine warfare through the Cold War. They talked about how the SEALs actually use practically the same pitch, or maybe even almost exactly the same pitch as the sonar. So when American submarines were using sonar, they actually were instigating like a chorus of mating calls from the SEALs, which is pretty funny. Anyway, we're going to go all hands, man battle stations. 64, no data. We're not going to be able to hide, but let's see if that's important. We're going patrol speed, so we should have no problem. Okay, this looks deep. What's our conditions? Okay, we're already getting 2. Yeah, it's bottomless. Okay, that is... And it's very, very, very quiet. So we want very, very quiet ourselves. Okay, we'll start turning rudder full right. I'm going to stay right where we are. We'll dive down and cavitate and all that when they start launching. Oh my god, we have 4 immediately. I'm pretty sure that let's just start trying to find out which one of these is our what. Okay, not quite. No, that was not quite it. I know it. There it is. We have a Victor 3. Okay, that's not already off to a bad start. Apparently Sierra 3 is much closer than we had thought. Let's go back through the list. We have a Typhoon. There's the Typhoon. Fantastic. We got her. We're going to have to launch at this Victor almost instantly. This is a perfect case for us to use this. Let's launch that direction and turn hard to starboard. We're going to lose them as we change our bearing, but hopefully that is what draws our the vengeance of these submarines. It's the perfect time, I think, to use that. We'll probably get transients in the water from the other submarines very, very quickly. Sierra 2, what are you? You are... No. You are an Alpha. Wow, we're just hitting all the good stuff. Just tell me that Sierra 4 is a Sierra, and we'll have hit the jackpot. No, it's not. It almost was. Okay, no, this is a... Is this another typhoon? I don't know what you are. Okay, transit. It's going. Yep. Okay, so we need to dive deep immediately then. It is going after our noisemaker, though. I mean, not our noisemaker. Our MOS, our submarine simulator, and that is very good news. So we probably need to start launching torpedoes as well. We have this Victor, I think, close enough that let's go ahead and launch at her. What's her condition? Come on, give me the Sierra 1 Victor. This is it. About the same height. Doesn't matter anyways. Should be able to track her fairly easily. And torpedo tube 1 launch. Okay, good. That's that one done. We've got to watch our depth. It's hard to watch all these things at the same time, but we'll lose that one, I'm sure. But this is really good news that they're already launching at the wrong one. I'm very glad. If you see this low of... And look at that, we're under the ice. We are under the ice. There's the edge of the ice. Ice, water. Beautiful, huh? It's really cool how they do that. Like, extremely happy to see that. Okay, so we know that there's a Sierra 4, which we still haven't identified, so let's get to that. The only one we haven't identified yet. Oh man, it really looks like this. Except it's not quite. Oh, it's another Victor 3. Well, that's terrible. So we have Sierra 4 and Sierra 1 are Victor 3s. Our submarine, of course, won't, I mean, our torpedo, of course, won't be hit by their torpedo, which is good. We're now much deeper in the water. Let's also reduce our profile by turning a little bit back, rudder full left, to our port side. And we've gone active. So we've acquired, apparently, the Victor 1. And there's a torpedo apparently locking in on us. Where is she? Oh god, yes. Yes, indeed. So it has found the correct target in the end. Good news is we are able to... Come on, controls. We're able to go flank speed. We're going to have to. We got one of them already. This is going to... Oh, we're cavitating. We're not low enough yet. No. Going to decrease speed for a moment. We're going to dive. Dive, dive, dive. Okay. That's good enough on the diving. Max speed. Flank speed. And noisemaker. Which way is she turning? She was not fooled by it. She was fooled by it. Perfect. She's bending off to the right. We're going to try to raise out of the water. Climb, 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 climb. If we're lucky, she won't detect us. Now, we're going to start cavitating again. Good. And we should be out of harm's way. Oh, we have another torpedo. Well, that's not good. And we have to watch out because this is ice. We cannot breach the surface. Do not breach the surface. Alright, we're ready for ultra quiet. Oh god, that doesn't matter. Deploy noisemaker. Rudder full speed at. Drop down. Okay. Turn into it. And we are just going to have to launch a torpedo here eventually. Let's reload all torpedoes. Where's that other one? I think the other one, it's going to catch up to us, but I'm much happier with this one is the one to acquire us because, and she is, she's running low on fuel, right? I mean, she's been tracking us for a long time. And we did, it looks like, kill that one Victor, but there's still 2 more out there. And looks like they actually launched a missile at us and they weren't able to do anything about us though because... Okay, noisemaker, and prepare to climb back up to the other side. She has been fooled. Sonar reports ice ahead. Okay, well, let's make a hard turn then. Alright, let's climb just over her. We're just gonna miss. And we're gonna run deep again. Because I'm again... we've been acquired by the other one. Well, no luck of it, huh? We're not having any luck. Okay. We do have torpedo tube 4 now. Okay, well, 600 is what we're level off. How's our... we don't know what's going on in there. I think they actually launched a lot of torpedoes. Oh my gosh. So, I don't know if there's... if we're in a bad situation or what. Okay, knuckles formed. That knuckle form actually did confuse the missiles, which is... or the torpedoes, which is good. We're gonna have a hell of a time catching up with this typhoon, though, if we don't do something about these darn torpedoes, which just have incredible range. Much greater range than I was expecting. But there's nothing we can do. We just have to wait for all this to happen. And pretty good range. We have a pretty good head start on these. Might as well F9 ahead a little bit. Okay, this one as well. After this one, we can slow back down and start acquiring these targets once again. Not yet, though. Whew! What? Crazy day already. What a crazy little turn of events. We've already faced harrowing launches. 2 torpedoes just to get my blood going, you know. Get us back into the swing of things. Yeah. So I guess we're underneath the ice. This is so interesting. I love it. I really love this side of this game. I really love it. Boy, though, I really wish we would be going towards the northeast rather than the direction we're going. The only thing I can be very, very happy about is that there is no floor here. If we were down to 600, if we were confined to like 600 feet, we might not have survived this. Now, I know that this torpedo is going to hone in on us, but I'm going to begin my slow turn. I want to begin my slow turn northward. This thing actually will... okay, you know what? Let's dive down, and then we're going to go up to the surface with this thing, because she is catching up. So down, down, down we go. She's getting closer. Noisemaker, and then let's prepare the ballasts. Up already. Okay, noisemaker, and up we go. And to the left as well, we'll turn into her. Always think the best way of doing it. The best way to avoid... oh, wow. Okay, that's perfect timing. Alright, let's... I've rigged for ultra quiet. So that we are... we need to go... which way are we facing? I don't even know. Oh yeah, southward. Okay, yeah, just continue our turn to the left then. We'll make our swing all the way back towards the east, and then let's see if we can begin detecting these ships once again. Actually, look at all these torpedoes out here. Just crazy, the number of torpedoes they've launched in totally the wrong direction. So, we're going to go flank speed for a bit, just to get us back into the action. So we've got to close quite a bit of distance. And I'm just going to rely on that Moss, which is still going, I think. Still creating all kinds of havoc for those ships. And we know at least we have one Victor 3 down. So, that's the good news. They surely, I mean, surely any real non-AI in this game, any real person would know that we're obviously not over here. We're noisemakers, we did knuckles, all kinds of things. And those are the torpedoes trying to scan for us, but they aren't going to find us. But since we have this advantage that they don't see us, we are going to go ahead and move back into position. Maybe just until the edge of the iceberg again. Probably don't need to be too quick. I just need to catch up with that typhoon before she escapes. That's the critical fear of mine, is that this typhoon gets away. And even if we lose our ship in the process, we have to sink this typhoon. This is this is the mission objective, and it's one of those missions where you're willing to sacrifice yourself and your entire crew to get the job done. We'll do everything in our power to avoid that, but this is, I mean, you're in the game of trading lives. This is a crew of about 100 for, millions. So, I guess we'll speed up time a little bit until I get to the edge of this iceberg. I think we're just gonna go forward a little bit. I'm looking here for any kind of... Okay, a lot of the torpedoes have died off. So we're still getting pinged directly ahead. I think it's time for us to slow down and see what we can see. So let's also turn directly eastward. Let's make our course about 090, maybe 100. Too far. Still slowing down, haven't gotten those contacts yet. But it's good that we at least see where the torpedoes are now. Okay, there's the Alpha. Very good. We want that Typhoon back though. There's our course, 090. How are you doing, Alpha? I'm gonna drop my depth down a little bit more as well, so that we have room to maneuver. There's the Victor 3. Alright, Typhoon. Now, the Typhoons are actually really quiet. Not quite as quiet. Oh, the Victor 3s are also really quiet, but not quite. I think that's 130 for the Typhoon. It doesn't automatically adjust it, but the Alphas are very noisy, so that's why we got her first. The Victor 3s are pretty quiet. This is the second best submarine in the Russian Navy. The only better one is the Sierra. So it is very threatening, very threatening. So we'll definitely want to launch at both these guys at the same time. And we don't have any real choice in doing that anyway. We don't have anything but torpedoes left. I'd love to launch another Moss, because they did put a lot of torpedoes in the water over here, but after that Moss, so you can see how much it saved us, but we don't have that option, so. Okay, 700 feet below the surface. I love the ice. I'm going to continue to say it because it really is so cool that they added this. So, drop down a little bit more. I'd love, the situation I'd love the most is if we could, if we get another launch at us from a torpedo, I'd love to be able to go flank speed and avoid the torpedo by going above it, which means that we need like probably 400 feet. And 400 feet below the place where we can go flank speed is, was it 570 or whatever? So we need to be below 1,000, which we're not going to do, because that might crush us, especially with our weakened hull. So we don't want to go, we don't even want to go to test depth, but we're getting any better of a solution on these Alphas and Victors and all that. Solution is 35%, that's not good at all. I'm going to turn a little bit, my port side a little bit northward, just to narrow our profile against that Alpha. Shark Gill, this is probably the better one. Shark Tail, Snoop Tray, Squid Arm, Snoop Head. So I think that the Alpha has worse detection capabilities than the Victor 3, which would make sense. The Victor 3 is the newer of the submarines. So, are there any helicopters? There shouldn't be, and there is not. Pressing F4, nothing happening. Very good. So Alpha is 36, Victor. Okay, well we actually have a better solution on the Victor for some reason. And our towed array is actually able to detect her. Now, active, they are able to detect me. Alpha, also able to detect me. So, good chance that we'll be detected here. Nothing on the Typhoon. The Typhoon, just to show you, how do we get these guys? Did they go in order? Yes. 130. Extremely quiet. Now, I think the Los Angeles is 108. Very quiet. I don't know if they model in the fact that you would make more noise with damage to your ship. They probably should. Oh, we're literally not moving at all. I don't want to not move at all. How is our towed array if doing anything? Oh, we're being pinged. I just want to rig for ultra quiet, but we do have a launch at us. Okay, well, you know what? This is going to make things a lot easier for us. We're just going to go ahead and launch right back at the Alpha. So, 2-6. Does it raising up? Doesn't matter. The Alpha is actually, I'm okay with launching using passive detection because the Alpha is noisy enough, and we'll just launch right back down that bearing. So launch. And you know what? Because we have no choice, I think we're going to launch down the vector of our Victor 3 as well. And things are about to get a little more complicated, right? So we'll launch something like this. She's probably moving closer, so let's do this. And I'm going to have these before this one run straight. Yeah, I think that's actually all I'm going to do. We're going to lose the wires. That's fine with me. And we're just going to turn... Actually, shoot. Yeah, I guess we're going to turn speed up, defensive, evasive maneuvers. But my evasive maneuvers, I want them to be somewhat eastward, not too much southward. Just because I really, really don't want to lose this Typhoon. So I think we'll level off at around 150. Oh, too far, but that's fine. I'm basically I'm against what I was hoping, but that's fine. Let's hope that our torpedoes find their target. Find the target. Now, which one of theirs is coming at me? This is not theirs. This is not theirs. This is theirs, and it's right at the surface. So you know what? Alpha's cavitating. I think we're gonna head. We should have actually headed towards this torpedo. Believe it or not. 1 second. Okay, well I had to put a quick cut in video there, and we're actually going to break this episode up into 2 parts. So that's going to be you'll have to watch the conclusion of our hunt for Red October in the next video. But don't worry, I'm not going to try to tease you for a long time or leave you on too lengthy of a cliffhanger. I'm going to get the next video up as soon as I can. So anyways, thanks for watching this video, and stay tuned for the exciting conclusion. Will we be able to track down the Typhoon in time to save the United States? Find out next time. Yeah, I guess that was a bit of a cliffhanger. Okay, I'm sorry, but but thanks for watching, and until the next one, take care.